host for the first long weekend of 2026. The Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest, coming in off a huge upset, take on the red-hot St. James Academy Thunder. And a huge 5A Sub-State Championship game is next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
We are live at the Sub-State Championship. Both teams coming off huge wins. These teams know each other well, conference foes.
They just played each other 15 days ago, Zach. 55-31 win. St. James got the win over the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves did not play all 4 quarters. That's why they lost that one. Timberwolves coming in, ton of confidence. Coming off a road win over the 6th seed Spring Hill, and they beat them by a large amount. Kylie Cross, double-double. Mordekaiser with a double-double as well. Had 7 players over 6 points. And St. James family, that's what they go by. Forget about me, I love you. They're going to have to exemplify that here tonight. Play as a team. Blue Valley Southwest coming in hot.
Yeah, Blue Valley Southwest trying to play spoiler tonight. Last basketball broadcast of the season, right next on Thunder Broadcasting Network. Good evening, Thunder fans. We welcome you into the Thunderdome for the final time this season as a 3-seed St. James hosts the 11-seed Blue Valley Southwest with a trip to the state tournament on the line.
Blue Valley Southwest business trip continues as they are coming off an impressive win over the 6th seed Spring Hill. The Timberwolves earned a 73-58 road victory led by senior point guard Kylie Cross, who posted a double-double and 18 points. The Thunder faced this Blue Valley Southwest team just 15 days ago and came away with a 24-point victory, holding Mia Hansen to just 4 points. Hansen is still dealing with the right knee injury she re-aggravated against St. James and is determined not to let tonight be the final game of her high school career. When these two teams met, the Timberwolves struggled to put together a full 4 quarters of effort. Blue Valley Southwest head coach T.J. Taylor told me his team must handle the Thunder's defensive ball pressure and aggressiveness while limiting turnovers if they want a chance to move on. The Thunder must come in ready because Blue Valley Southwest looked dangerous on Wednesday night with all playmakers getting hot.
Southwest comes into this sub-state championship game winners of 4 of their last 5, with their lone loss coming at the hands of St. James. St. James kicked off their postseason run with a dominating 100-9 victory over J.C. Harmon on Wednesday. Coach Snell and his players look to advance to the state tournament by leaning on their aggressive defense and offensive chemistry.
The Thunder look to take another step toward their goal of a state championship. Just 4 more wins stand between this team and history. And tonight, they have the chance to capture their 5th consecutive sub-state championship. Coach Snell always talks about the opportunity of playing on Saturdays, and now they are finally here in prime time. The message tonight, take care of business. The Thunder coming with plenty of confidence after Wednesday night's win. Every player in the lineup was able to get shots up and get on the scoreboard, which is a positive heading in tonight. But at the same time, this is not a night to come in overly comfortable. Yes, the Thunder are coming off a big win, but Blue Valley Southwest brings a lot of momentum after sending the 6th seed home earlier in the week. The Thunder will want to play fast and bring that same physical defensive intensity that has defined the Lady Thunder all season long, Zach.
Absolutely. St. James and Blue Valley Southwest up next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to tonight's sub-state championship game, featuring the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest and the Thunder of St. James, Indiana. This tournament is sponsored by the Thunder Senior High Schools in Kansas through the Kansas State High School Activities Association. The winner of this game will be honored as the 2026 sub-state Class 5A champion and will advance to the state quarterfinals to be played next week. Please assist us in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship by keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, and wholesome competition. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Thank you, Lord, for the gifts of our athletic abilities and bring us to this event. Bless these athletes, protect them from injury, and help all who gather around the sport to enjoy the traditions of competition and sportsmanship. May St. James the Greater help us be victorious over all our difficulties and lead us to be witnesses to your love. In your name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem as sung by Aaliyah Harper.
As we get ready to see the starting lineups tonight, what are your keys to the game, Mary Claire?
The Thunder must get freshman point guard Stella Sachs involved early. Wednesday was a big step for Sachs, a game that helped her reset and see the basketball go through the net. Her freshman campaign has had its ups and downs, but this feels like a game where she could break out, and the Thunder may need her too. Everyone in the building knows the Lady Thunder can shoot the basketball, so I'm not too concerned about that tonight. The two areas I'm watching closely are rebounding the basketball and converting at the free throw line. Blue Valley Southwest brings a serious challenge on the glass with freshman standout Kylie Warkaiser, who leads the EKL in rebounding. She provides an interior presence the Timberwolves haven't had in recent years. The Thunder haven't consistently shown the willingness to secure rebounds and push the ball in transition, but they must do it tonight. Most importantly, the Thunder must make their free throws. It is a non-negotiable at this point, and that is what cost them the loss at Blue Valley North last week, the double OT thriller. To win championships, you have to get to the free throw line, and then you have to knock them down. At the end of the day, teams don't win titles unless they finish their layups and knock down their free throws. Ultimately, it will come down to how much the Thunder want this for their teammates, not just for themselves. Everything these teams have worked for all season long, the early mornings, comes down to this very moment. The winner moves on to compete for their first ever state title next week in the quarterfinals of state.
Yeah, huge game, Mary Claire. New format for state as well this year. Quarterfinals being held at closer sites. All classes sharing the same locations to play those games. So with the win tonight, the Thunder will find themselves in that situation as likely a 6 or 7 seed in the state tournament.
And this is the 4th consecutive year for the Thunder being in the sub-state championship game, and they have their they're four-time sub-state champs, trying to make it 5, trying to cut down the nets tonight. But Blue Valley Southwest, the 11 seed, they're just not like any other 11 seed, Zach. I mean, this team could be a 6 seed, but the Thunder are a 3 seed right now, and they look to show Blue Valley Southwest why. You see Tegan Vietti now in the starting lineup over Caroline Rieger. Tegan Vietti had a great game on Wednesday night over J.C. Harmon. That's why she's in the starting lineup, going up against her former team as well.
St. James controls the opening tip. We'll start with some dribble handoff action as Sullivan looks to get to the rim. Can't finish on the layup, but goes up strong again and will be sent to the free throw line. The two things you highlighted already, finishing on layups and getting to the line, on full display here.
Like how the Thunder were aggressive early as well, going downhill, not just settling, but those triples beyond the arc. But here we go, Ireland Sullivan, not even a minute into this game. Thunder need to knock them down.
The first one is good for Sullivan.
Ireland Sullivan shooting 58% from the line this season.
Second one is true. Thunder starting early, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe and show that press look, showing full court pressure.
Why not?
Even L. Robinson getting in on it.
Yeah, why not try to rattle Blue Valley Southwest early, but that means they need help side defense, and that's what Tegan Vietti brings to the table, being in a weak side gap. Critical for the Thunder.
Thunder, a defense that forces so many turnovers, so relentless, so aggressive. It's really led to their success in the past month and a half. And you see it right there. Pass out of bounds, go Thunder ball.
Cross just put a little too much on that pass there to Mia Hansen. You see Mia Hansen's right knee fully wrapped up, re-aggravated it just 15 days ago in this St. James game. And I talked to her this week. She said it's not getting better, but it's not getting worse. So that's a good sign for her. Ices it before practice, after practice. Foul call there on Macy Hansen, Mia Hansen's sister there. She'll pick up her first.
Unfortunate foul call, kind of a late whistle from the referee. But nonetheless, Sullivan will go back to the line for the second time early in this game. This first quarter is brought to you by Trifecta Contracting, a well-respected glass contractor in the KC metro area. Sullivan splits the free throws. St. James jumps right back into the pressure. Southwest having trouble controlling it. Here's cross, stolen away by Robinson.
Good hands there from L. Robinson, senior leader, trying to send her team to the state quarters next week.
Here's Albright open for 3. Can't connect.
Unfortunate there from Emmy Albright. Good shot selection there. Got the ball moving all the way around, just wide open. Misses it.
Hansen tries a jumper. Back rim, rebound Robinson.
Thunder need to be sharp on the boards here tonight if they want to give Blue Valley Southwest a run for their money. As they got Warkaiser, the freshman, in the paint. Big wingspan.
There's Sachs in the corner for 3, just too strong. Offensive rebound, they kick the ball back out. New shot clock. Sachs, great move, gets to the paint and finishes with the layup. St. James up 5-0 early.
Great ball movement once again there from the Lady Thunder. All the way around the helm. Stella Sachs just quicker to the basket than Southwest.
Macy Hansen with the attempt. Air balls, rebound, Sullivan.
Stella Sachs had a great game on Wednesday night. Love to see her knock some shots down, gain even more confidence in this one.
This time, Sachs' layup attempt blocked away, but St. James steals it right back. Can't connect once again. The foul will be called on Albright. First foul of the game for St. James.
Unfortunate there for Emmy Albright, picking up an easy foul. Those can't happen, especially for her. Big presence she brings on the defensive end of the floor. Timeout called by Coach T.J. Taylor early. Thunder up 5-0. Last year in the sub-state championship game, the Thunder made what seemed impossible possible, knocking off the number 4 DeSoto Wildcats on the road to advance the state tournament. It was a back-and-forth battle all night long, with the Thunder fighting their way back into the game. After a sloppy first 3 quarters, the Thunder stayed resilient. In the closing moments, Elle Robinson stepped up to the free throw line and knocked down the biggest 2 free throws of her life, putting the Thunder up by 2 with 4.8 seconds left and sealing the victory for St. James. What a game that was, Zach, at DeSoto, and the Thunder securing the win.
That game was absolutely electric. I remember St. James was trailing by over 10 with just less than 4 minutes to go, and they were able to rally back and punch their ticket to state, just like they're trying to do here today. Up 5-0 early into this game. Macy Hansen can't get the floater to go.
And I bring that up because St. James has experience in these type of games, Zach, that the Timberwolves really just don't have. Yes, they've been to many sub-state championship games, just couldn't send it to state. The Thunder have been able to overcome adversity and move on to the state tournament.
Macy Hansen tries once again and will be fouled. It's like it's going to be called on Sullivan.
You see Mia Hansen trying to go to work. Sullivan thought she was straight up, but wasn't. Macy Hansen will go to the line for 2, where she shoots 56% from. Can't connect on the first.
Hansen seeming a bit rattled here tonight. Hasn't seen the ball go through the net. Has shot about 3-4 times already.
Trying to create just some type of life for her team here. Trying to put some type of points on the board. She does. First of the night for Mia Hansen and the Timberwolves.
Thunder now on offense, trying to attack the middle of the floor. Sullivan, tough 2 at the rim. Thunder up 6.
Sullivan, aggressive take to the basket. Thunder taking advantage of what Blue Valley Southwest has given to them on the defensive side.
St. James team does shoot exceptionally well, but when they're not falling, they're just as dominant inside as a 3-pointer falls for Kennedy Reddy and the Timberwolves.
And Kennedy Reddy coming off a huge game, knocking down 3-pointers on Wednesday night after a win at Spring Hill. She's a shooter. Thunder need to watch out as she's in that gap side. Weak help, forcing a turnover there for the Thunder.
Yeah, out of control pass by Sullivan.
And there we go.
Unforced errors.
Yeah, Ireland Sullivan, over 3 girls, gets it to fall for her team.
Here's Macy Hansen down in the paint to Mia Hansen. Acrobatic pass. Timberwolves swinging the ball around. Albright says no. Tries to save it off the defender's leg, but it will remain with Southwest. 16 to shoot.
Great defensive intensity right there. Emmy Albright doing everything she can to get her team in advance in this one. She's doing it early, which is big. See Hazel Dilva, a good friend of mine, checking in. 3-point threat, also can get downhill. Got to watch out for her. 15 in black.
Mia Hansen trying to get into the lane, out of control, loses the ball, and will go with St. James. The defense just closes in. She's got nowhere to go.
Just the unwavering effort on the defensive side of things that the Thunder are bringing each and every game, and it's so critical, and they can go far in this tournament if they continue to do that, but it all starts tonight handling business as they are. Only up 3 right now as Ireland Sullivan's on the bench, looked a little shaken up. Hopefully she can come back into this one, give her team a little bit of life.
Ersic in the lane, can't connect. Hansen now being trailed by Ersic. Macy Hansen fires it in. Dilova secures it by the baseline.
Blue Valley Southwest needs to get more paint touches right now, Zach. I mean, they can just feed it to Werkheiser in the paint, take advantage, but Stella Sachs takes it away.
Sachs, too strong, can't finish the layup. Felt the pressure of Hansen trailing. Another unforced error for St. James.
Thunder need to feed the ball in right now to Werkheiser. She's open in the paint. She can go to work on Elle Robinson. Blue Valley Southwest is just not giving it to her.
Jansen secures the rebound. Sachs trying to make something happen. Into Robinson. Will bump, and the layup is good with the left. Elle Robinson putting the team on her back, as she has been doing for years.
What a strong take that was. Going into Werkheiser in the paint. Gets it to go.
Again, Southwest continuing to struggle from the field. Another St. James pass out of bounds. Missing a lot of points.
Yeah, Stella Sachs dishes it off to Elle Robinson. Baseline drive right into the freshman Werkheiser. That's just weight room work there from Elle Robinson, the Benedictine commit.
St. James has done exceptionally well at defending home court so far this season. I'm not sure they've lost at home.
They have not. They're
come to think of it.
Yeah, 7-0 at home this season, 6-1 in the EKL. Lone loss to Blue Valley North on Friday.
Hansen deep three, no good. Rebound Sullivan.
And we saw Macy Hansen just 15 days ago when the Thunder won 55-31. She knocked down many of those deep threes. She might as well try one early.
Cowan picks the pockets of St. James and gets it up ahead to Kylie Cross, who draws the foul.
Thunder to see it take care of the ball right there. That's just an easy. You should not be giving the ball the other way to Kylie Cross, because she's dangerous, can get downhill, can get to the free throw line as well.
Yeah, Kylie Cross, quick, explosive spark plug for the Timberwolves, erupted on Wednesday to advance them to the sub-state championship.
Kylie Cross shooting at 65% from the line this season. Can't finish the first one and can't finish the second either. Empty trip to the free throw line for Kylie Cross. Need to knock those down if I'm her out there.
Ersic into the lane and is fouled. Uses that length to get near in the paint.
For sure, and the Thunder just showing patience on the offensive side here tonight. Could have easily shot that three ball. Goes to work, aggressive, gets downhill, getting to the free throw line. Gain a lot of confidence at the free throw line. Just seeing the ball go through the net as Ersic knocks down the first.
Mally Ersic knocks down both. It's been a very consistent player for St. James. Ever since senior night, these past few games, she's been very productive.
Yeah, ever since she got that start on senior night, Zach, she's been playing with a different type of intensity. I feel like getting on the floor and doing whatever her team needs her to do.
Southwest tries getting the ball into Cross, but defensive effort just won't let it happen.
And the Thunder only allowing Blue Valley Southwest tonight only 4 points. And we're almost at the end of the first quarter. And this is their third straight year in the sub-state championship game, trying to advance here tonight to try to get their first ever state title, as Macy Hansen lets it fly. Just can't knock it down.
And Macy Hansen struggling greatly from the floor tonight. We saw her knock down a couple deep threes against St. James 2 weeks ago. Hasn't been able to do that yet tonight.
And then Mia Hansen checks into this one, gets a different wrap on her knee. You can see it was coming off just a little bit, had no space at all. Couldn't see any more skin on her knee right there. Full set of subs come in for the Thunder. Arlen Sullivan just still not looking like herself when she came out with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Didn't look like anything. It was non-contact, whatever's happening. It's kind of big for the Thunder. She has a majority of their points right now, Zach.
Sachs and Cowan going at it. Sachs eventually loses the ball, but Albright's there to get the jump ball. Will remain with the Timberwolves. Great effort by Cowan on the defensive end. Southwest showing they have learned a lot since our last matchup.
And you saw right there on that replay, Emmy Albright was just in that near corner, just standing there. And what does she do, Zach? She gets on the floor for her teammate. She didn't have to do that. Stella Sachs was already on the floor, but it's a choice, and she chose it.
Cowan back to Dilova.
Blue Valley Southwest trying to do that. Ball screen action, and there you go. Kylie Cross coming off an 18-point performance on Wednesday night and knocks that one down to get her team within 4.
Southwest had great ball movement that possession. Led to Cross being open in the corner. I could hear her from here yelling for it as Albright with a 3 of her own with 2 seconds left in the first quarter. St. James leads 14-7.
What a shot there from Emmy Albright, extending her team's lead. But you see first right here, great pass there. Mia Hansen in the corner. Caroline Rieger just too late. Cross knocks it down in her face, and there you go. Robinson trying to post up a little bit, Mia Hansen, but causes her to go to the left. What does Emmy Albright do? Gets rewarded for her physicality, hits the tray ball right in her face at the end of the first quarter now.
You are watching St. James Academy basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this from our sponsors.
St. James Academy exists to pass on the Catholic faith to the next generation, to develop the minds and hearts of young people, to know truth, choose good, and live virtuously. This is St. James Academy.
We welcome you back here into the Thunderdome for the second quarter, where our score is 14-7 in favor of your Lady Thunder. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Kansas Sports Central. From final scores to rankings, highlights, and more, Kansas Sports Central is your home for high school sports across Kansas. As St. James back on the offensive end after a late 3 by Albright. Sachs fighting through the defense, can't get the floater to go. Out of bounds off the Thunder.
Good effort there from Caroline Rieger, trying to get a board for her team, can't quite secure it. Goes right back to the Timberwolves. Mia Hansen, 0 points on the night, only had 4 when they played 2 weeks ago and got the loss. She told me she wants to give more to her team on the offensive end, and it starts right here.
Another look for Hansen, and she will be sent to the, Werkheiser, sent to the line. Almost, I want to say, is one of her first touches here tonight.
It was.
St. James has been very effective at locking her,
I feel like the Thunder, they really haven't had to lock her down at all, but Blue Valley Southwest really isn't giving her paint touches. That was her first paint touches of the whole night, and what does she do? She gets to the free throw line, and that's points for her. They need to feed it to Kylie Werkheiser, especially with Ireland Sullivan on the bench right now. And Kylie Werkheiser is coming off a double-double performance, 13 points on Wednesday night to get the win over Spring Hill. A big-time player for her team and only a freshman. Bright future in front of this girl.
Offensive rebound off the free throw for Southwest. Keeps the possession alive. But Southwest almost crumbling under the pressure. But another offensive rebound. Here's Werkheiser. The left, too strong. Hansen rips it away. Werkheiser, another attempt. None of it falls for the Timberwolves. Now Lila Simmons out in transition. Blocked out of bounds by Reddy.
And what a crazy sequence that is right there. Girls basketball, most important thing in girls basketball is making your layups, or just the ones in the paint. Blue Valley Southwest couldn't put any of them through, and it didn't even touch the rim.
Sachs and Simmons go to catch a breather. Jansen into the game for the Thunder. Great save by Robinson. Stop it from backcourt. Dribble pass in. Sullivan, good post move. Gets the 2 to go. St. James extends their lead to 8.
Yep. Ireland Sullivan sitting on the bench for about 2 or 3 minutes, comes right back into this one, makes her presence known, gets on the board.
Hansen thinks about a three, now will fire off to the left. And St. James once again pushing in transition.
Mia Hansen really just not looking like herself out here with that injury. You can tell.
Robinson going up strong. Almost looked like an intentional foul from Southwest there, but nonetheless, Robinson goes to the line. St. James has been converting at a high rate from the line tonight.
Only one missed free throw on the night. Ireland Sullivan missed that shot, but she has her senior leader right there in the paint over 2 girls getting that rebound, knocks the first free throw down.
Once again, another night where St. James has struggled a bit on the offensive end, but they've had their defensive side to rely on this whole season through conference play and now into the playoffs, which has really propelled them to this. They've had 1 loss in the past month and a half.
Yep. And defense wins championships. It sounds cliche now because everyone says it, but it's really true. And the Thunder have exemplified that this whole season. And I still think about that Topeka-Seaman game, Zach. I mean, it all happened in the second half of that game, and it's never stopped.
Here's Cross. Back out to Cowan. Reddy will fire a three, almost goes.
And Reddy can shoot. She already has 1 triple tonight, 3 on Wednesday night, and there you go. Elle Robinson, looks like that should be a charge, and it will. Every coach loves that. Looks like that was Cowan, I believe, maybe, with that charge, maybe Cross. There you go. Yep, sorry about that. Kylie Cross, senior leader for her team, taking that charge. Maybe this will spark a little bit of something here for the Timberwolves. Only down 10. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Winner goes to the quarterfinals of the state tournament.
Yeah, that last possession, Robinson just came in too hot. Almost would have liked her to settle for that jumper she's so good at. And Vietti loses the ball. Here's Cowan in transition, finishes the layup with the right.
Strong.
And Southwest starting to steal some momentum.
Strong take there from Gabby Cowan. Wow, that was a strong take right into her defender. A little bit of contact as well. Tough finish from her. And now Blue Valley Southwest has a little bit of energy. Fans getting going, bench getting going. Thunder need to respond.
There's that mid-range from Robinson. Can't finish. Albright almost tracks down the rebound, but here comes Macy Hansen. Travel be called, 1 extra step there by Reddy.
And Kennedy Reddy looked like she was about to shoot that shot, Zach, but there you go. Cowan, Emmy Albright, good recovery there, honestly, to get back in transition, but still finishes it. Want to see Tatum Ganson going a little bit here. She has a dangerous 3-point shot. Needs it. She hasn't had 1 shot attempt tonight.
Robinson finds Albright working on the baseline. Out to Vietti for 3 against her former team. Drops to the floor for that 3-pointer. St. James by 11.
Yeah, Tegan Vietti shooting 38% from beyond the arc this season. Knocks that one through, just like you said, Zach, over her former teammate. Making her presence known, why she's on this St. James Academy Thunder team.
Almost another look for Vietti from 3, but gets into the lane, floater just rolls out. Seen a rejuvenated St. James offense the past couple possessions, getting that paint touch and kicking it back out.
And that's huge because it draws that weak side defender in. Then what do? You just punch it right back out of the beyond the arc. And most of the time, this Thunder team knocks them down, shooting 30% from 3.
Hansen, another deep 3 attempt. No good. Thunder back in transition. Here's Robinson, the jump stop, and good off the glass. St. James' largest lead of the night at 13, and Southwest wants a timeout.
Do you know why they want a timeout, Zach? Because St. James is playing like a family. There you go. Emmy Albright, baseline drive, always a team player. Tegan Vietti, shooting very well from beyond the arc this season, knocks that one through, and then Emmy Albright pushing it up the floor. Elle Robinson pushing Mia Hansen off her with that jump stop. forcing a timeout.
Midway through the second quarter, St. James by 13. We'll be right back with you after these messages.
Attention St. James Academy alumni. We know you've moved on to bigger and better things, but don't ghost us. The halls are still buzzing with spirit, laughter, and maybe a few rushing footsteps between classes. And we want you to stay part of it. Update your contact info so you don't miss any of the fun. It only takes a minute, and it means you'll never miss an excuse to come back, catch up with your friends, and show your school spirit. Scan the QR code and update your information today.
Tonight's coverage of SJ basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts programs and the hardworking students on the Thunder Broadcasting team. If you've been enjoying the broadcast so far this season, although this may be the last one, please do us a favor and subscribe. St. James defense giving you something to cheer for. Another deflection out of bounds.
And Blue Valley Southwest came into this game, last game on the Spring Hill game. They had 7 girls score 6 or more points, and they only have 3 girls right now with only 2 points. Thunder doing a great job defensively, but Blue Valley Southwest needs to feed the ball. We've said this all night long. Feed it into Warkheiser, because the one time they did, she went to the free throw line and went 1 for 2.
Hansen aggressively pushing it into the lane, draws a second foul on Elle Robinson. Something to keep an eye on as this game develops. Thunder still holding that double-digit lead.
Blue Valley Southwest needs to space the floor a little bit more here, stretch the floor, look a little bit too close to each other.
Cross tripped up, foul will be called.
Kylie Cross trying to be aggressive, get downhill, trying to juke out Tegan Vietti. Tegan doesn't let it happen. Vietti gets the foul.
Cross gets it into Hansen. Timberwolves have been having trouble inbounding the ball. A couple near violations, and here's a steal from Albright. The hustle play, Cross falls down, and Albright finishes with 2. St. James by 15.
You see Emmy Albright's athleticism play out right there. 2 seconds early for her team. Finishes that one at the rack.
Emmy Albright doing what she's done all season. Getting the steal, little hesitation move. Kylie Cross loses balance. And Albright extends the lead.
Yeah, Albright just crossing over Cross right there in the lane and gets the easy deuce in the middle of the lane for her team.
Here's Robinson, good move to get to the lane once again. St. James opening up the lead here late in this second quarter.
That's what Elle Robinson brings to her table. That is her move. Here you see Mally Ersick in the gap, but also just a poor pass there from the Timberwolves. Coach TJ told me coming into this game, one of the many things, the keys for their team tonight is limit turnovers. They have had way too many here in the first half.
St. James behind that defense has opened up a nice lead here. Nearly 20 points here in this first half. Some aggressive play by Southwest results in a tie-up. Ball will stay here.
And you see
fresh subs in for the Thunder.
You see right there, Elle Robinson going to work with that rip and drive move, get into the middle of the paint. Then you see Mally Ersick in that weak side help. Finishes the lay.
Cross working on Albright. Into Werkheiser, and she draws the foul on Sullivan, trying to get around that corner. Sullivan just a bit too much contact.
And that's Werkheiser's only second touch of the night and her second trip to the free throw line. That is what she brings, only a freshman, to this Blue Valley Southwest team. And she set a new school record by breaking the single game rebound record with 23 boards in a game. Already has 4 here tonight.
Yeah, credit to Coach Snell and the whole coaching staff. Game planning around Werkheiser, just as they did a couple weeks ago to limit her touches, has worked excellent here tonight.
Good defense there from Cowan trying to get Ireland Sullivan on her heels. Tatum Ganson yet to shoot a three-point shot or any field goal attempts here tonight. You need to get her going because she can change this game and can extend this lead even more.
Yeah, Ganson, a player that's kind of grown into more of a facilitator role this season. Last year, she was purely dangerous shooter in the corner, but she's been able to facilitate the offense when Stella Sachs needs a breather.
Working more in that point guard role, just like you just said, Zach. Setting up her teammates for success, getting all those assists, picking up her teammates.
Once again, there you see it. Albright chasing down Cross and getting the ball back for the Thunder. Ruger feed inside to Sullivan. Just can't get it to fall. Good look for the Thunder.
Zach, I don't know if you just saw, but right here on the far side of the court, Emmy Albright on the ground, all over Cross, being her physical self like she is. You do not see that from every girl on this Lady Thunder roster, and that is what she brings to the table.
Here's Simmons for three. Just off back rim. Ball will stay with the Thunder. Werkheiser couldn't corral it.
Don't like that shot selection there from Lila Simmons. Maybe just keep moving the ball, keep the ball moving up. Do not need that three-point shot.
Into Albright, just 38 seconds to go in this first half. Albright wants a three, too strong. Ganson cannot get to it. And we'll go with Southwest. Shot clock off. St. James by 18.
See the coaching staff standing up right now for St. James, saying rebound the ball and get downhill. They just started shooting threes, and that's why they're not getting points to the board. The Thunder were successful when they were getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, and finishing them. Thunder need to reset themselves right here.
Today's first half has been brought to you by Leavenworth Oral Surgery, a proud supporter of the SJA Crimson Club. Here's Macy Hansen. Hansen gets it back, waiting for that final shot. Reddy drives in. Foul will be called on Emmy Albright. Just a bit too physical swinging at the ball there. Reddy will be sent to the free throw line.
And then you saw right there in that wide shot there of that replay, Werkheiser was open once again. She has her hand up like each and every time. Yes, the Thunder are doing a good job of containing her, but since Ireland Sullivan is out right now, and so is Elle Robinson, they need to get it to her in the paint because she's open, and most likely she'll either get to the free throw line or she will knock it through.
It's like Caroline Ruger maybe bleeding a little bit, sent out by the ref, getting looked at by the trainer. A rare wedgie on the free throw attempt. Will go as a jump ball. We'll go with the Thunder.
.1 on the clock right before halftime. Thunder need a good shot here.
Cowan providing great defense. Full court pressure. Sachs will try from deep. Just off back rim. That's the end of the first half. St. James leads 29-11. A dominating performance by the St. James defense.
What a great first half we had. 3 seed St. James Academy at home versus the 11 seed Blue Valley Southwest. These two teams faced each other 15 days ago, and St. James got the 55-31 win. Thunder up 29-11. Everyone doing their job on St. James, but the keys for the second half to Blue Valley Southwest, I'm just going to say it right now, they need to feed the basketball to Kylie Werkheiser in the paint if they want a chance in this one.
Absolutely. We will send you guys to the latest episode of TBN Pulse.
From Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello, Thunders. My name is AJ Bezdek, and welcome to TBN Pulse. I'm in front of the Fulton J. Sheen screen here in Lenexa, Kansas. This episode, we'll be taking a look at Life on the Farm with Livia Stroman, created by C.C. Baldwin. Next, we'll be looking at Max Tenberg's famous email by Emmy Tenberg. After that, we'll see a day in the life of student athlete Luke Neeson, made by Will Boozer and Cooper Most. And to finish it off, we'll see inside the sophomore girls Grace group here at SJA, produced by Kaylee Ubin. This is TBN Pulse.
So usually I wake up around 6 and then I go out at 6:30, let all the animals out to graze and feed them, and then after school I water them, and then at night I will usually put them away.
When I asked her what the best part of living on a farm is, she said,
The best part of living on the farm is definitely just the freedom that you have out here. It's really relaxing. I love being able to have animals, and it teaches you a lot of things throughout life. It really just reveals about how beautiful God's creation is out here.
Working on a farm is no easy task. There is a lot of virtues and hard work involved.
It's helped me with a lot with responsibility and perseverance, like coming out here every day, even when you're sick. Like, I have a lot of strength and a strong work ethic.
The next project on their farm is their treehouse.
So this is the treehouse. I'm on it right now. My dad just got back from Korea, so he's going to start up on it again with some of our family friends. We just have the deck built, so we need railing and obviously the actual house part. But there's a really cool black spiral staircase that leads up to it, and we have a really nice view.
Livia also has a horse.
His name is Styx. I've had him for about a year now, but he's been at my property for about 4 months because I used to board him at a friend's house. It takes a lot of work and a responsibility. It's definitely an experience that I'm so grateful to have, and I would not trade it for anything.
Her and her family have many goals for their farm in the future, and I'm so excited to see what they can do.
Thank you for that piece, Cece. Now to Emma Tenberg's production on Max's famous email.
Hello. I've been doing the Today in History email since October 23rd, 2024, or about 370 days. One of the biggest factors in the creation of the Today in History email is my love for the past and history. This passion has fueled me to create the wonderful Today in History email, and it helps me to keep going daily. When the email was first created, I found the time at 8 o'clock every day to do the email. I made it one of my priorities, and it's stayed that way ever since. We have numerous websites that help provide the information for the Today in History email. The main website is On This Day in History, which is a website that recounts the main part of the emails, what has happened on that day. Next, most of the jokes come from the Pioneer Woman website. Most of the quotes come from a website called Brainy Quotes. After that, most of the trivia questions come from Google and different websites. The Gospel of the Day comes from the USCCB, United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, and the Other News tab comes from the Other News website. My favorite part of the email is the history. It's the simplest thing that we started out with. It was the very first thing since day one, and it's the whole reason the Today in History email was created. I think the most direct answer of how the Today in History brings me closer to God is the daily gospel reading, which allows me to read the gospel for the day and to know what happens in Scripture and to be able to read and reflect upon the daily gospel verse.
Keep on writing, Max, and thank you for that excerpt, Emmy. Next, we take a look at a day in the life of Luke Neeson.
My name's Luke Neeson, and this is my day in the life. First, I hit up confession. Then, after confession, I take a hop, skip, and a jump on my way to Mass. Then, I skedaddle my way all the way down to my Spanish class. I'm super blessed up and pumped to start the day. Woo! Shortcut! Woohoo! Next up, I pick up my noble steed Frank, and he carries me all the way to the promised land. Unfortunately, a usual occurrence is Officer Ellis handcuffing me, so gotta get my reps in. With me, the grind never stops, so I carry the barbell wherever I go, even on my way to weights class. Usually I'm pretty sleepy after weights, so gotta hit a quick nap. Start the day with God, end the day with God. It's life in Christ time. And that's a wrap. Thank you for listening and watching for my day in the life.
Thanks, Will and Cooper, for a look at one of St. James' best student athletes. Next, to take a peek inside sophomore girls Grace with Kaylee Ubin. Thank you to the video production classes who made these fantastic pieces, and thank you for watching. Go Thunder, and God bless.
Welcome you back for the second half of action here in the Sub-State Championship. St. James with a commanding 18-point lead over Blue Valley Southwest. Southwest been unable to get it going on the offensive end, just 11 points in that first half. St. James dominating on defense as always. And Coach Snell and his players 1 half away from a state playoff berth.
Absolutely, Zach, and the Thunder look to have their 5th consecutive sub-state championship this year and head to advance to the state quarterfinals next week. Thunder are up big right now, 29-11, but Mia Hansen, Macy Hansen, and Hazel Davila, and Kylie Cross, and Kylie Orkeiser, everyone on Blue Valley Southwest team right now wants to get back into this game, get it within 6 to 8 points, I would say, kind of force Coach Snell and the coaching staff to force a timeout from them, and they're right back into this ball game. Thunder need to keep up their defensive intensity right now and score the basketball in the paint. If I'm St. James, make your layups, make your free throws, continue to do that because they've done a great job of that tonight.
For Southwest, I'm sure some very powerful words were spoken in that locker room at halftime. I've seen it tonight. Hansen sisters, Kylie Cross, Werkheiser do not want to go home tonight. So we will see what the halftime adjustments look like. We'll find out very soon if the moment is too big.
And Kylie Cross is a senior on this team, just like you said, Zach. She does not want this to be her final high school game, currently not committed anywhere. Not sure if she even has a few offers, so she does not want this one to be her last one. And if it is, she wants to help her team in some way, get points on the board, do things including not end the stat sheet, but not a great start there from Southwest with that turnover.
Yeah, unfortunately, Macy Hansen continues to struggle. Is aggressive on the offensive end, but hasn't been able to get a lot of points out of it.
Sachs is wide open in the corner. See if Thunder see him. Blue Valley Southwest coming out of halftime with the zone look. See how the Thunder can break it.
10 on the shot clock for the Thunder. pass too tall for Ireland Sullivan, and Southwest pushing in transition.
Kylie Warkaiser was just open there on the paint. Southwest didn't see her. They're just missing opportunities right now.
Here's Cross on the floater. No good. Sachs comes away with the board. Vietti driving baseline. Kicks to Albright.
Thunder coming out of halftime with a lot of energy. Here we go, Vietti trying to get her 3 on the board. Just going to say, Thunder need to slow it down just a little bit. Get the ball moving a little bit more instead of coming out of halftime shooting threes. You saw Tegan Vietti, Coach Snell wanted her to get downhill, but she didn't. Tried to settle for that 3-point attempt. Got to be aggressive.
Inbound into Sullivan.
Thunder should look to swing the ball here to Emmy Albright. She's open in the paint, that weak side in this zone look for Blue Valley Southwest.
Southwest looking to really shut things down here for the Thunder in the paint, where they found a lot of success in that first half. St. James struggling to get shots up here.
Yeah, and perfect adjustment made here from Coach TJ Taylor. Thunder cannot get anything off, including that air ball there from Ireland Sullivan. Blue Valley Southwest can continue to do this. That would be great, but that means they also got to score on the offensive side, because they're getting stops coming out of half on the defensive side for the Lady Thunder, but they got to score.
Yeah, we're looking, this game could develop into a true defensive juggernaut really quickly here. Even with stops on defense, Southwest still has a major hole to dig themselves out of, especially when they can't convert on offense. Another bad pass out of bounds.
Miscommunication there from Reddy and Cross. Reddy thought she was going to do a little backdoor cut there. Cross was not on the same page with her. That's another turnover coming out of halftime here. Blue Valley Southwest coming out of half with this 2-3 zone look, trying to cause a little bit of havoc here for St. James.
Southwest fights for a jump ball, will stay with St. James. Ball into Ersick. Albright finds Robinson open in the paint. Kick for Sachs, 4-3, good. St. James, first team to get on the board in the second half, extends their lead to 22. Southwest really struggling on the offensive end of the floor tonight.
Stella Sachs first throw of the night, straight water, gets it to go. There you see Kylie Warkaiser trying to go to the work in the paint. Elle Robinson takes it away. Tegan Vietti trying to go, and she will. Off the backboard, in transition, huge bucket there, Tegan Vietti.
Southwest, Vietti just got lost behind them and open for the layup, and she finished it strong. Left hand, great stuff to see for the Thunder. Picking up right where they left off. Another rebound by Robinson, pushing the pace. Tries to find Vietti again, off the ref's shoe. Stolen away by Cross. Absolute chaos.
Both teams getting up and down here coming out of the second half, trying their best for their team, trying to advance to the state tournament. And it all starts with defense. As all of us basketball fans know, first, Robinson kicking it out to her teammate. Unselfish basketball there, Reddy and Cross, too late, not helping on that weak side. And there you see key rebound here from Robinson, pushing it up to her teammate, Tegan Vietti, taking it the distance for the easy 2.
Here's Sullivan, has an open paint. Unfortunately travels, guarded well by Werkheiser.
Looked like a little bit of ISO moment there from Ireland Sullivan, just trying to go one-on-one on the freshman Werkheiser, about the same height there. That matchup is Werkheiser doing a great job on our defensive assignment right there, staying straight up, and another unfortunate turnover there for Blue Valley Southwest, just throwing away the basketball.
Ersic tries a three, short, rebound Vietti, and the foul on top of that called on Dilova.
Good ball movement there for the Thunder. Ersic trying to get that three, but great effort there. Tegan Vietti going into the lane, getting that rebound for her team as she's fouled.
Loose ball secured by Ersic, poked away by Hansen, trying to go the length. Layup with the right, no good. Hansen sisters having a rough go here tonight. Second opportunity won't go. St. James now in transition.
The Hansen sisters have only combined for one total field goal tonight, and that's from Macy Hansen, the sophomore. Mia Hansen, you can really just tell her right knee is bothering her, which is really too bad because she is a great player out here for Blue Valley Southwest. Doesn't seem too bothered, just cannot score the basketball tonight. But that doesn't mean she can't do other things that aren't on the stat sheet, picking up her teammates, setting up her teammates for success. But the Blue Valley Southwest needs to get it going right now, or this could get out of hand.
Yeah, the Timberwolves have yet to score here in this second half. Obviously very rattled by St. James defense. Really unable to gain any sort of rhythm on offense, but Hansen will go to the free throw line.
And I feel like St. James defense has been good, Zach, but it's not like it's been incredible. I feel like Blue Valley Southwest is just turning over the ball so much, which is leading to so many transition buckets.
We knew St. James defense was good, but holding their opponent to 11 points nearing the fourth quarter is unheard of, especially against an EKL opponent.
Yeah, and Blue Valley Southwest comes into this game scoring 48 points per game. And they're also coming off a game where they scored 73 points, Zach, on the road to the 6th seed.
And Southwest proved they could play well on the road and play spoiler already in this sub-state tournament. Not having the same success here tonight. But Hansen knocks them both down, looking to instill a little bit of life into the Timberwolves.
And in that game on Wednesday night, Zach, Blue Valley Southwest knocked down 10 triples. Haven't found, I feel like, only 2 tonight, and that was from Kylie Cross. Blue Valley Southwest coming back to this man-to-man out of that zone defense. Center need to take advantage.
Sullivan goes baseline, blocked away by Dilova. Great defensive play. Would have loved to see Sullivan go up strong there.
And it looked like she was just falling away a little bit too much. Always want to go into your defender, try to initiate the contact a little bit. Sullivan just didn't.
Inbound back to Sullivan.
Sullivan has a mismatch right now with Cowan.
Sachs tries a three, short. Rebound Werkheiser up ahead to Dilova. Her three-pointer short as well. And Werkheiser called for the foul.
Good shot selection there from Hazel Davila. She was open, why not shoot it? And then big time rebound there. Ireland Sullivan over the freshman Werkheiser. Sullivan, while being fouled, hauls that rebound in.
As you said, the rebounding and the free throws are huge points of emphasis for the Thunder here tonight. And I think they've done exceptional on the glass between Robinson and Sullivan. They've been connecting on everything, and that's how you go up strong. Ireland Sullivan, 2 more for the Thunder. 23-point lead.
Excellent finish there from her, just using her outside hand. See right here, just going to work on Kylie Werkheiser. Werkheiser just not there at all. Ireland Sullivan, outside hand, scoop and score for her.
Deep three from Hansen. Still can't get it to connect, and Cowan can't corral the rebound. St. James ball, under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Thunder really in no hurry here. Albright, great backdoor cut.
Really shouldn't be. Need to use all the shot clock right here. But there you see Ireland Sullivan trying to get downhill, and she will over 3 people. Can't quite finish it, but she'll go to the line for 2. Hansen thought she was straight up. Turns out she wasn't. She'll go to the line for 2. Sullivan 2 for 2 on the night, trying to make it 4 for 4.
St. James, one of a few EKL teams that have really blossomed in this sub-state week. Blue Valley Northwest, with a losing record, has upset 2 teams to qualify themselves for a state, led by former St. James standout Reagan Becker. Knocked off Olathe North, a team that St. James played early in the season and mightily struggled against.
And you know what player Olathe North has? Asia Lee, Florida State commit. That is a huge win there for the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies, all led by Reagan Becker.
3-pointer by Reddy is no good. Werkheiser on the ground trying to get the rebound, but of course Emmy Albright steals it away. Foul called in transition.
Blue Valley Southwest is doing a better job in the second half, getting back in transition, but just bailing the Thunder out right now with these fouls.
Another EKL team playing right now, St. Thomas Aquinas, obviously had a great season, trailing DeSoto right now 33-34 in the third quarter. Both teams fighting for their spot in state. DeSoto obviously probably still heartbroken from last year's loss on their home floor to St. James. They had the game in their hands and let it slip away late.
Yeah, DeSoto graduated one of the greats to come out of their program, Mackenzie Farmer. She did great things there for the Wildcats. Reddy tries to pull one up, just can't make it. Started the game 1 for 1, now 1 for 4 from beyond the arc.
Robinson kicks to the corner for Ganson. 3-pointer, good. St. James blowing this one open. 30-point lead, less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Southwest slowly crumbling away as right on cue, another bad pass.
This is what I've been asking for all night long. A 3-point attempt from Tatum Ganson. First one of the night, knocks it through from bonus distance. Ganson, such a great player for this Lady Thunder basketball team. Ganson went from shooting 30% from beyond the arc her freshman year, now down 8%, 22%, but she knocks that one through with confidence. Just not much of a contest there. You see the effort there on the offensive boards there from Caroline Rieger.
A lot of fighting for the ball under the basket, but eventually Ruger ends up with it. Draws another foul on Southwest. It's like their 8th this quarter. Really struggled on the defensive end. Ruger can't connect on the first free throw.
And Zach, now that you're up by 44-13 right now, makes it even more important to make your layups and make your free throws, because now you might start to think a little bit more about the state tournament. And there you see Hazel Davila, former teammate of mine, great 3-point shooter, knocks that one down from downtown.
Pass too far from Simmons. Werkheiser called for the travel. Just 1 second to go in this third quarter. Today's third quarter brought to you by Freedom Physical Therapy and Training Center. Learn more at freedompttc.com. 1 second left to go in the quarter. Robinson will get a good look. Short, nonetheless. Thunder lead 44-16. End of the third quarter. You're watching St. James Academy basketball live on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
Dippisqually Moore is a proud supporter of student athletics at St. James Academy. Basketball teaches teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at dmlawusa.com. St. James enters this fourth quarter in complete control, leading by 28 points. And still, the effort on the defensive end does not stop.
And this is where I'd like the Thunder to just tone it down just a little bit on the defensive end. I would like for them to get Elle Robinson and Caroline Rieger can stay in, but Elle Robinson, one of their starters, to get out of this game just to avoid any injuries. You saw her on Friday night against Blue Valley North in that double OT thriller, just a little shaken up. Need her fully healthy going into the next round, and you're up 44-16 right now. No real reason why she should be in this game.
Yeah, these last 7 minutes have got to be about fundamentals and just playing safe basketball, because Thunder obviously looking like they're going to have a huge game next Wednesday, I think it is. But Southwest not done yet, knocking down a couple triples here the past few minutes.
Kennedy Reddy with her second of the night, trying to look for her third as she got on Wednesday as well. Just a sharp shooter from beyond the arc and showing the Thunder why here. It seems a little bit too late. You see Robinson trying to go to work. Good job there from Mia Hansen, staying straight up.
Macy Hansen into Werkheiser, blocked by Robinson. No free buckets, even in a blowout such as this. Ersic tries a three. No good. Rebound, Hansen. Jump stop, jumper. Good for two more for the Timberwolves, but for Coach Taylor and his team, it might be too little too late.
Yeah, and you got to start having that effort we're seeing right now at the start of the fourth quarter, at the start of the game. Got to play for all 40 minutes.
Simmons three, too strong.
And Mia Hansen has had a great senior year campaign. She broke the school's single game scoring record with 34 points in a single game. Great player out here, but just got her first points of the game.
Watching Harper Winter shot 31, I can only imagine Hansen 34. And you see why right there. Tough shot attempt, and then blocked away by Macy Hansen. Timberwolves got some life yet. St. James has been a bit lousy on the offensive end past couple possessions.
Yeah, it's okay to take your time on the offensive end, especially because you're up over 20, but that doesn't mean you're throwing silly turnovers. You still got to take care of the basketball. The fundamentals are still present, even when you're up big.
Hansen tries finding Werkheiser. Ersic takes it away. Ersic finds Ruger cutting into the paint. Back to a wide open Sachs for three, and she knocks down her second of the night. Trying to put the finishing touches on this sub-state championship game.
Stella Sachs found herself wide open from the perimeter, so she's going to shoot that all day long. Shooting excellent from beyond the arc of the past couple of games.
And here's Ruger once again in transition. Swatted away from behind by Hansen, and Ruger will go to the free throw line.
Great feed right here from Caroline Rieger. Stella Sachs left alone from beyond the arc, and she gets that one from the bonus distance. She gets herself a triple on the board. Her second of the night.
Another score update from Aquinas. DeSoto leading 40-34 with 5 minutes to play.
And this is at St. Thomas Aquinas Gym, guys, and I know who Alex Krause is and Layla Boylan. Alex Krause is a senior. She's a junior or senior. I'm not completely sure, but I know she's committed to Stephen F. Austin.
Just an electric sequence. I might have the game up right now. DeSoto just got a layup and a steal on the inbounds and another layup to extend their lead to 10. Aquinas on the ropes here. While Ruger knocks down another free throw. L. Robinson steals the ball away.
And Alex Krause for Aquinas is a senior, so this could possibly be her last game with the Saints. Mia Hansen rebounds it. Over 3 girls. Mia Hansen on the floor. Excellent effort from her.
Kylie Cross, open look from 3, just short. Good look set up by the Timberwolves, but now St. James pressing. They have numbers. Here's Sullivan, can't finish. Too much spin on the ball there. And Reddy
just seems
nearly traveled.
Yeah, it just seems a little bit too late here for Blue Valley Southwest. They're kind of getting it going on the offensive end. You see a putback there.
There's Sophia Johnson. Hasn't seen the floor a lot tonight. Maybe hasn't this season, but able to get the putback there. And another 2 for Southwest. Snell starting to empty his bench here, up 24 points, 4 to go.
The Thunder look to get the win here tonight, and they'll advance to the state playoffs where they'll face an opponent that is still to be determined based on the final seedings. With the new playoff format this year, the road to a championship looks a little different. The semifinals and finals for 5A will be played at Charles Koch Arena on the campus of Wichita State University. Depending on the final 1 through 8 seedings in the 5A bracket, if St. James advances to the quarterfinals round, that game would be played Wednesday at one of several predetermined neutral sites located within 250 miles of St. James Academy. So it's a little different playoff format this year.
Yeah, I mean, 250 miles, not too far, but hopefully St. James will get a good draw, allow them to play close to home in front of a lot of their fans as Sachs knocks down another free throw.
And Ireland Sullivan, Tegan Vietti still in this game. I just really do not want them to get hurt. They need to be careful on the defensive end. Just stay straight up. You're already winning by a lot. No reason to do something crazy.
Reddy finding the open player in the corner. Goes for the jump shot. High arcing, good. Southwest now showing some full court pressure.
Kenton comes into this one, knocks down a 3 for her team. Got a big smile after that one from deep from her.
Ruger, good move to get to the rim and finishes.
What a move there. Caroline Rieger getting around her defender, finishing at the rim.
Senior Kylie Cross playing her last 3 minutes with the Timberwolves.
As well as Mia Hansen as well. Great career for both of those players. Tegan Vietti off the glass in transition bucket, extending this lead still.
Hansen slowing down the pace for the Timberwolves.
Hansen started this game with tape and everything on her right knee. It's finally off. Can't fight it any longer. Can only do so much.
Out of bounds, will stay with St. James.
Here we go, this feed, there you go. Tegan Vietti gets it off the glass.
St. James has almost exclusively all reserves in here. Just 2 minutes to play in this sub-state championship game. Thunder have played a great season and are now just a couple minutes away from a state playoff berth. And here's the putback, good for Simmons. Everyone's eating for St. James tonight.
That's what teammates do. Reedon misses it, so that's what Simmons puts it back on the board for her teammate and goes the other way.
Cross for three. Just off. Rebound. Back in. Out to Hansen. Go for the floater. Fouled. It'll be sent to the line, but enough cannot be said about how well this Southwest team has played this season. Competed well in a very stacked EKL conference. Knocked off 6 seed Spring Hill just a few days ago to advance to this game.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Coach TJ over here. He's in his 7th season at Blue Valley Southwest after joining the program in 2019. In addition to coaching, he also teaches PE and health at Blue Valley Southwest. Before coming to Southwest, Coach Taylor spent 6 years at Shawnee Mission East as an assistant girls basketball coach. I had the opportunity to play for Coach TJ in club basketball when I was younger, and he is not only a great coach, but an even better person off the court. He truly cares about the success of his players and the people they become. Coach TJ is a great coach and a great player. High respect for him over here at Southwest, doing great things with their program.
Hansen splits the free throws. Another foul call. And this time Ganson will go to the line. Going to finish the game strong with a couple free throws. Ganson knocks down the first. And with that, extending the lead to 30. Southwest will send in their bench. And running clock is on. St. James has worked hard to get to this point and is now seconds away from advancing to the state quarterfinals. Late foul called on Simmons. Clock will continue to run. Time will likely expire on these free throw attempts. And with that, your St. James Academy Thunder will advance to state next week on Wednesday, playing a to-be-determined opponent. Excellent performance as they have all season. St. James coming away with the 58-29 victory. And it's celebration time inside the Thunderdome. St. James now waiting to receive the plaque. Sub-state champions. Tremendous season will carry on. This is Thunder Broadcasting's last basketball broadcast of the year. We hope you have enjoyed watching Thunder basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We've really enjoyed bringing this to you. It's only fitting that it ends this way. St. James advancing to the state tournament for the 5th year in a row, trying to chase that elusive state championship. as L. Robinson will take the plaque and St. James will celebrate. Tremendous accomplishment for Coach Snell and his players. Mary Claire is standing by with Coach Snell.
Coach, you finished undefeated at home this season, 5th consecutive sub-state championship. What was the difference tonight for your team?
Our defense was incredible from the jump. We talked a lot this week about how important our defense was going to be tonight, and the girls come out and they followed the game plan and they did a great job.
What will be the keys for you next week? New format for the playoffs, heading into the quarterfinals of state. What is your team need to do to get your first ever program history state championship?
Yeah, we're hanging our hats on defense all year, and that's been the most important thing for us. So if we rebound the basketball, we get out of scoring transition a little bit, and Lord, if we can make some free throws, we'll have a chance.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Zach.
One final update on Aquinas. They are trailing by 8 at home with just about 40 seconds to play. Absolute powerhouse of 5A girls basketball on the ropes. But that will be it for us here at St. James. Been a great season of broadcasts. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsors, all our crew. I'm Zachary Wilson alongside Mary Claire Zacharias, Zach Meyer, Cohen Merrick, Sam Rockford. Thank you for watching TBN. Farewell.